Hey folks, Richard Rost here. For those of you who've watched any of my videos for any amount of time, you know that I'm a huge Rush fan. And I love going to see Rush tribute bands wherever and whenever they pop up. Last night, my wife and I drove down to Naples, Florida to see the Signals Rush musical experience at the Norris Center. They were fantastic. It takes serious talent to get up there and play Rush, because those are some of the most technically demanding songs ever written. And Rush fans know every fill, every solo, every bass lick by heart. So if you miss something, we're going to notice it. And these guys absolutely nailed it. The musicians were all excellent. The bass was solid. The drums were powerful. The drummer deserves special credit because pulling off Neil Peart, that's no small feat. The lead singer also handles guitar duty, unlike with Geddy Lee, where he plays bass and sings. Well, this guy plays lead guitar and sings, which that's challenging too. And they added a keyboard player. He's sitting back there, which even Geddy and Alex said that for their upcoming tour, they plan to add a keyboard player too, so Geddy isn't stuck behind the keyboards. Smart move. And as I've said before, hey, guys, Geddy, I play keyboards. Just saying. Another thing that I liked was their set list. They played plenty of popular songs, but they also mixed in some deep tracks that only hardcore fans, of Rush would recognize. Now, my wife and I have seen 3 or 4 different tribute bands over the last year or two, and some of them will start with Tom Sawyer and dive into deep cuts for like the next 5 songs. Now, we love that stuff, but not everyone in the audience is a diehard. My wife, for example, she loves Rush, but she doesn't know every song. Now, this band, the Signals, they got the balance just right. They alternated between the hits and the deep tracks, so everyone could enjoy the show. Right? True fans got the rarities, and the casual fans didn't get lost. Like every other song was a good one, right? Closer to the Heart, The Trees, Red Barchetta. They played all the ones that people know, and then they also sprinkled in there, the ones that just the diehard Rush fans like me know. Now, the lead singer impressed me on a couple fronts. First, he can actually hit those Geddy Lee high notes that even Geddy can't hit anymore. Geddy struggles with them live. So this guy's got a pretty good range. And second, he and his brother, the drummer, are from Venezuela, and English isn't their first language. So to pull this off vocally is even more impressive. They also had a cool visual setup with a video projection running on a screen behind the band, above the band. And they played actual Rush videos that were synced perfectly to the songs. And that added like a nice nostalgic touch. During Time Stand Still, for example, they even showed that cheesy video from the 80s where Alex and Geddy and Neil are flying around the screen. It was just cheesy 80s glory. But it was fun, it was well-timed, and it really enhanced the whole experience. Here's a small sample of some clips I took during the show. I don't know how that last clip got in there. Sorry about that one. Anyways, we had a good time. I do have one minor, small complaint, and it's this guy, the stage lights. You've got a really good light show, but you got lights pointing right at the audience. And every now and then, this thing would blast me right in the face. We were in the front row on the left side there, and that one just, it was rough. It was rough. It was fine when it was like colored. You had blue and yellow and green, whatever, but when it was white, even my wife started to get a headache from it, so we had to leave a little early. But honestly, that's the only negative thing I can say. Everything else was fantastic. Just point the lights at you, not us. Here, you can see what I mean. But that's it. That's a fantastic show. Great sound. Incredible musicianship. Thoughtful song choices. Pure respect for the original source material. I will definitely go see these guys again. Again, they call themselves the Signals Rush. There's their website. Check them out. And until next time, live long and prosper, my friends.